Hey, this is Fred Marriott. Welcome to episode 4 of MV Music Magazine. We met up with Taryn Jessen from the Taryn Jessen Band for an interview. Then we jump over to Michael T's restaurant for a performance by Frank Diskin. So then we stopped by the Tram for a performance by Kayla McMahon. Also at the Tram was a performance by Dion Abraham of Prime 7. How about an album review today on the Rick Short Band? How about a visit to the Herkimer Fairgrounds for the Mohawk Valley Blues Society Festival? There were performances by Scotty Mac and the Rockin Bonnevilles, followed by Sue Foley and Peter Karp out of Nashville, Tennessee. If you like strong female vocals, check out Taryn Jessen. I've personally seen her a couple times. Amazing voice, amazing player. You are not going to be disappointed. Go check her out. Hey, this is Rick Short. Welcome to this week's episode of MV Music Mag. And I'm here with Taryn Jessen of the Taryn Jessen Band.
Yeah.
Not the Taryn Jessen Project.
No, just the band. It's pretty,
wow, good.
Pretty simple.
So I'm going to ask you first about you. Who are you? Where you been? What's your story? Let me tell you my story first.
Okay.
I know everything about everything, right? And I'm sitting around watching clips of local videos, musicians, and you pop up. And I think to myself, what the heck's going on? Like, how come I don't know about her? And as I watched this video, I thought, this is so cool. And I don't know anything about it. So I went on Facebook and I said to my friends, who knows anything about this person? And people started telling me, oh, I saw her last week, I saw her 2 weeks ago. And I felt like a real stooge. So that very day, I went down to Pizza Boys and I saw you.
Yeah, I remember that.
So fill me in on the whole backstory.
Well, I mean, like musically speaking, I started playing guitar when I was 15. My grandpa he split the cost of my first guitar with me for my 15th birthday. And I really wanted to be Taylor Swift at that age.
I had the same desire.
It's a common one.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
But I started playing guitar, and then I started singing to help myself learn to play guitar, and then eventually started writing, and wrote pretty much, throughout high school and
Those are tough years.
Yeah, those weren't
fun. A lot of angst, right?
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
A lot of material.
Yeah, definitely.
Staring out into the night, trying to hide the pain. I'm going to the place where love and feeling good don't ever cost a thing. And the pain you feel's a different kind of pain. I'm going home to the place where I belong, where your love has always been enough for me. I'm not running from, I think you got me all wrong. I don't regret this life I chose for me. Well, these places and these faces are getting old. I'm going home.
Hey, my name is Meganomics, and I'm here live on Lincoln Ave at the Tramontaine Restaurant for open mic night. I'm here with Kayla McMahon. Kayla McMahon, how you doing? You've been singing for a long time now, right?
Yes, I have.
You're performing tonight?
Yes, I am.
What type of music are you going to be singing?
The genre is kind of like ungenrified. I like to say folk and soul. Like it's a conglomerate of the two.
Okay, how long you been singing, hon?
Oh my God, as long as I could remember. Probably since I was 4.
Now, where did your foundation start? How did you know you had talent?
I started singing when I was in church, when I was little, about 4 years old. Started doing little little things, little choir stuffs, and then I went up, and then in school and talent shows, and all the way on up till I was about 18. So
Okay, good. So you got a long career. Have you ever been on any professional shows or anything?
a few, yes. Well, not on any shows, but I've tried out for shows. I did American Idol, I did The Voice, as well as a few things in Florida. I did a couple competitions out there for a radio there, and traveled around a lot and just played basically different stuff.
I've got to stand on my own, on my own, and I gotta have my hands set in stone, set in stone. Things that I gotta do. So I gotta chase my fancies, sing and dance in every avenue. 'Cause be nice, living easy is half the fun. So I gotta see what I gotta see, and I gotta do what must be done. I don't wanna like myself when all the time run out.
I'm here live with Mr. Dion Abraham. He's a professional saxophone player. Now, Mr. Dion, how long you been playing sax? And tell people a little bit about yourself.
Since 1984, I've been playing saxophone, and about 30 years now. And I play in a band called Prime 7, a 7-piece band, and we do a lot of music, all sorts of music, funky music, beautiful music.
Okay, cool.
Church music, gospel music, smooth jazz.
Oh, so from A to Z, you cover all venues. Music. Okay, now, is that your first passion?
Playing music, yes.
Okay, now saxophone.
Yes.
Okay, now, do you have a certain brand of sax, or who were you taught? Were you self-taught? Did you have lessons? Did you go to school?
At the first 2 years, I was self-taught. I taught myself, playing by old records. My father had a bunch of records, Charlie Parker, Stan Getz records, and I used to play them, and I used to try and copy them the best I could. And then when I went to school a couple years later, Mr. Rick Compton was my teacher.
Welcome to this week's album review on the Rick Short Band. I am joined here today with a friend of mine, Fred Marriott, from my band After the Clearing. What's going on, Freddie?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So you've checked out some of the Rick Short Band. We've got Forget the Future here as Rick's album. A lot of good tunes on here. What do you think, man?
I think it's great. I mean, for fans of classic rock, for fans of a little bit of jam in there, they got some soul. They mix it up, you know, all over the place. I think
so too, yeah. I'm definitely feeling some harmonization going on.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
With the female vocals.
Oh, yeah. Killer.
And Rick on the male vocals, obviously.
Killer.
I gotta say, Get to You is probably my favorite track, which is track 9. Don't like using bands as examples, but I'm thinking maybe a little Mellencamp in there, a little bit of Grateful Dead. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're hitting it right on the head, Dave. It's got a little bit of bluegrass, a little bit of modern rock tied into it, and a little bit of soul all rolled up into one. I think it's a great track. I think it's definitely a single.
Right, Rick's probably classified as classic rock, but you know, he's at the forefront. He's writing all the time. It's like a new age classic rock, if that makes any sense.
Hey Dave, didn't somebody refer to the Rick Short Band? I think it was Melissa Walker.
Melissa Walker?
Didn't she refer to them as, instead of oldies,
it was newies?
Yeah, because they're playing the old style.
It's got the oldies feel to it,
yeah.
but exactly. But it's new. It's new stuff, but it's got that oldies feel. Yeah, really good stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, Rick Short has a new CD out. Actually, this is his older CD. I've still got to get his newer CD. We do not even know the name of that one yet. And he has another one that he's writing right now.
Wow, he's a busy guy, Dave. He's on the road. He's playing these huge festivals, huge shows. Right? He's got 2 albums under his belt. Another one coming down the line.
Yeah, as far as shows, you're looking at, just to name a few. I believe we touched base on it earlier in the show. He's playing the Boilermaker at the Zoo entrance this year. MV Music Mag will be there filming it. He's also doing the Utica Music Fest and the State Fair. He's playing the State Fair this year, man.
Wow.
That's a pretty big deal.
That's huge. It's like they say, it's huge, Tom.
It's huge, Tom. Yeah, exactly, man. Rick Short is huge, Tom.
Yeah.
That one's for you, Rick. I have been fortunate enough to hang out with Rick Short. He's a good friend of mine now, actually, and the Rick Short Band. What a great thing they got going on, man. You can't. I don't know a more respectful guy. This guy would help anybody. Actually, I was at one of his shows the other night, and he called up Dion Abrahams. I don't even believe he was scheduled to play, was he?
Well, I don't think so.
I
no.
believe he just said, hey, you're here. Why don't you play? I'm not positive on that, but that's how Rick Short works. He's just, he's there to help, man. He's all about music, and not just on a music level. He's just all around a helpful guy, and he will help you if he gets a chance.
So, Dave, let's talk about their lead vocalist, Tracy.
Oh, my God.
I heard she's got tons of soul.
Personally, I don't even think she needs a microphone. This girl fills the room with sound.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She reminds me of maybe like a choir singer. She's got the soul, the depth.
Yep.
It'll stand the hair up on your back.
Definitely drives the band.
Absolutely. Definitely a big part of the Rick Short Band. So yeah, all in all, a great album. I want everybody to look up Forget the Future, buy a copy. Ask Rick for a copy. Again, www.rickshort.com. Go there, check out his stuff. He's got some really good upcoming events, classy events. So, Fred, did you have fun today with the album review? You want to do this again?
Absolutely.
I thought it was pretty fun myself.
Absolutely.
So definitely, guys, check out the Rick Short Band. Always glad to be joined by a good friend of mine, Fred Marriott, from our band After the Clearing.
That's right. Check
Great
us
guy.
out. Yep.
So we're going to lead out here on a personal favorite of mine, track 9, Get to You.
Check out this track from the Rick Short Band.
Late at night, the road is cold and wet. I'm shifting gears, cause it ain't done yet. Something said, a simple word or two, ringing in my brain, oh, ringing true. I gotta know the truth, I gotta get to you. A simple smile, been on my mind. as I roll all the miles. It wasn't much, but it came from you. Turn my bike around.
We want to give a shout out to our friends Tom Townsley and the gang at Mohawk Valley Blues Society. MV Music Mag was proud to join them for our second time at the Herkimer County Fairgrounds for the Mohawk Valley Blues Festival. At the festival, we saw a performance by Scotty Mac and the Rockin Bonnevilles. We also had a performance there by Sue Foley and Peter Karp out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Number off our second CD on the Scotty Road. Gotta wake me up a little bit. Bridge